London, December 24, 1884. You look quite fetching, Miss Brown. Festive, yet decorous. Dr. Bracken leaned over the sturdy circulation desk that separated them and propped his chin on his hand. I approve. Bright eyes underscored by a curling moustache, and an amused smile gazed up at her, waiting. But they'd long since lost their charm. Irritation prickled. Most patrons were respectful of her position, but not all. She learned it was best not to respond to such personal observations, lest she find herself steered into a quagmire. Before her idled the greatest repeat offender. Her grip tightened upon the rubber stamp in her hand. Hurling it was, alas, not an option. Is there something the library can provide for you, Dr. Bracken? An hour passed, warm air had stopped rising from the heating grates. A gentle prodding to empty the halls of the Lister Institute. Though the building would be officially closed for the holidays, its scientists, who all but resided within its walls, required the reminder to set aside their pipettes and flasks, to shut down their etheric microscopes, to spend time with their family members. Alas, one particular chemist was in no hurry to leave. She eyed the crisp knot of his cravat, a clear cry for attention. Unusual at this late hour in the day. Who kept a supply of such starched items in a research laboratory? A man with a need to impress, and for the moment, one convinced of her appreciation. It always provides the most lovely view. His words oozed, sticky and sweet. But of course, I've come to see what brilliant new ideas you have for me today. Evie stamped another book as she bit back bitter remarks and swallowed, leaving them churning in her stomach. Her next words were clipped. I'm a research librarian, not a scientist. Though she was also a trained medievalist, such was her current title. All personal scholarship took place after hours, tucked into tiny spaces between other obligations. Of late, too much pulled her in too many directions. Work, papa, a certain attractive young man from the botany department. A man who was, she snuck a glance at the clock, overdue. Mr. Lockwood was one particular diversion that she did not mind in the least, even if escalating flirtations left her in a continuous state of frustration. But it was their decision to speak with Mr. Davies, head librarian, about their joint project this evening that kept nervous dragonflies zipping about her stomach, and made ridding herself of this exasperating man all that much more imperative. Was it too much to hope that Dr. Bracken would take it upon himself to investigate the possibilities recorded inside the thousands of books that lined the walls? Apparently so. Throughout the vast space of the main floor and the balcony above, shelving formed semi-private nooks. Furnished with desks and chairs and bioluminescent reading lamps, students and scientists dove into the knowledge contained within the pages of books, alone or in collaboration. 5 feet away stood a card catalogue that would guide him. Many of the cards inside it were written and indexed by Evie herself. Not that he had ever slid a drawer open to hunt through its contents, to punch a call number into the panel of the steam attendant who would guide him on well-oiled wheels to the requested text.